A lot of people think you went from high school straight to the league.
I went straight from high school.
Yeah.
I went straight from high school. My thing was my senior year in high school. I started experiencing things.
Different.
I was like, I had this one night. LeBron and Mav introduced me to Jay-Z. I kicked it with Jay for a night, and I went to school the next day. And I was looking around the class like, I'm nothing like none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I started experiencing different shit. So I was just like, I'm not going to sit in another classroom after this.
I can't do it.
I literally can't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's gonna be the path for me. And so I started preparing myself like I'm going to the NBA.
DraftKings presents the starting five. Live from the compound.
What's up, Lou? We got Lou Williams in the building at the compound.
Thanks, appreciate you for having me.
Nah, definitely, man. Thank you for coming, man. But we got Danielle with us today. You know this guy, y'all got history together, music together. There's a lot of camaraderie together, man.
For sure.
So,
Facts.
one of the things that I always thought was great, and you're in this category of athletes, Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant. A lot of people don't go from high school to the league.
Right.
You know, how was that feeling for you?
My situation was different. You know, I got drafted, but I got drafted in the second round, and I feel like I did enough work to get drafted, but I might have got drafted on a relationship. At that time, Mo Cheeks was the head coach of the Sixers, and me and him had the same agent. I was naive. I wasn't in shape for my pre-draft workouts, so I slid in the draft. I was supposed to go late first round, slid in the draft, and ended up getting drafted in the second round by the Sixers, and I think that was a blessing in disguise. It was one of the best things that happened to me. I spent my first 7 years in the NBA in Philly, and I spent my first 3 with my idol. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that gave me an experience that money came by. You know what I'm saying? So I think everything lined up how it was supposed to go for me.
How's that feeling, man, of like, you know, the shaking, it was Stern then, right? It was Stern. You know, knowing that I'm about to get this hat, I'm gonna put this hat on, I'm gonna get the shake Stern hand, and then from that minute, everything changes.
Yeah, it's really a blur, bro.
Wow.
Like looking back now, I had an 18-year NBA career and it's over already. You know, and I still feel so young.
Yeah.
And I still feel like I can play. I just think I got to a point mentally, you know, I was just ready to do something else. I was just ready to spend my time on different experiences. But man, it's a blur, bro, because you get drafted and you literally in Philly the next day.
Wow, the next day.
Wow, you gotta go the next day?
The next day, yeah, the next day, and you working. You go get your physical, and it's like
You really working the next day.
yeah, and it never stops after that.
So now that's the physical part. Is there like the business part, like, because it's like, okay, you get to a team now, it's lawyers and legal and all that is simultaneously moving that fast.
Agent do all that.
Everything moving at the same time. Agent, and with the draft, you know, wherever you get drafted, your salary is already slotted. Now your second round picks is a negotiation because they're non-guaranteed deals.
Gotcha.
But because I was coming out of high school, we kind of told them like, well, look, I just go to college instead of y'all cutting me and putting the rest of my career in jeopardy. Sixers, shout out to Billy King. He was the GM at that time. He gave me a 3-year guaranteed deal. He gave me a 3-year guaranteed deal as a 17-year-old kid to give me that stability I needed to grow and be a pro. Because they knew they didn't need me. I was AI backup. And he was playing 45 minutes a game.
Yeah.
The original NIL deal.
And when he wasn't on the floor, Kevin Ollie was on the floor.
Kevin Ollie.
You know, and when he wasn't on the floor, Willie Green was on the floor. So I didn't have an opportunity. It wasn't a shot for me to get on the floor. So it was no rush for them to even have
you.
any expectations for me. You know, so for them to give me 3 years to get my thing going.
Get it right.
And like on schedule, like that 3rd year, I started becoming a pro. And that's when I started getting on the floor.
Let's talk about the draft this year. It's coming up. What are you excited about? You tell us, you know who the number 1 pick is.
You all pretty much know who the number 1 pick is.
Yeah, we know Vic.
San Antonio know who the number 1 pick is. Yeah.
This guy is 2K mixed with
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving, Manute Bol together.
Evolution of the game, man.
Yeah,
Like
I
we
mean,
was
when
just
you
talking
seen
about
it,
Joker.
when you see him, what do you like? What is the first thought like when you look at that type of player?
Another game changer. Look at KD, you look at Joker, you look at guys that they like unicorns, something that you haven't seen before. And now he comes, so I tend not to give too much credit before
Before you get on that floor and show.
but good luck to him, man. He gonna have obviously he have the opportunity of a lifetime to prove himself.
And great teachers. I mean, I heard all three of them signed up to Trinity of San Antonio. Supposed to mentor them on and off the court. I mean, to have Ginobili, Parker, and Duncan, and Pop.
Yeah, world-class organization.
Yeah.
He in good hands out there.
Yeah. Well, going through the process like you did, you said it was a blur. When you look back on it, is there any advice you would give to these kids that are coming up in the draft now?
Any advice? Yeah, don't take the jewelry and shit at the draft.
The jewelry, what?
You ever see during the draft,
They
all
always
of them are iced out already.
Yeah.
That shit.
They be smoking them for them.
Yeah, I
pieces.
think my first check was like $75 or some shit. All of that money is gone. Just wait. Trust me, you have plenty of time to ball. Just wait.
Okay.
That'll be my advice. It's gonna be plenty of time to do your things. Stack, fold, and hold to your second deal. That's my official advice. Stack, fold, and hold until your second deal.
It's perfect.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Jules.
I think I'm about to take that in life.
Noise for Evan Turner, ladies and gentlemen.
My brother. What's that name?
Have a seat, man. What up, baby? It's good, man.
Now we got to complete
Yeah.
5.
Speaking of relationships, this is somebody out of 18 years in the NBA that I have a genuine relationship with. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure to be shown, he stopped the whole interview because I hadn't seen him in a minute, and it threw me off. I have a genuine admiration for this brother, man, and been through some things with him. So it's my dog right here.
That's love right there.
You know what's funny with Lou, man? And it's that Lou still looking like Trae Young out here. So no matter what team Lou was on, he still seemed like the young boy.
Yeah.
You would look at both of y'all and think like, y'all still playing
Y'all on y'all 4th year in the league.
Like y'all, this y'all rookie year.
I can't even run up the court no more. But Lou could probably give out 25. But one thing about Lou, he might look like a young dude, but from day one he always took me under under his wing, and always was just a great vet. I think one thing that for each team that I switched on, you always saw like a descendant of Lou Will. You know what I mean? You got tight with that person because you knew you were, one of Lou Will's young boys.
That's fire, bro.
That's always appreciate you, and y'all got a real one for sure.
Let's make a round of applause for Lou Williams, y'all. E.T., welcome to the set.
Appreciate
No place like home. Evan Turner's in the building. What do you think about the compound, man?
No, it's nice. It's definitely dope, man. I'm glad. I was just telling somebody, I'm glad it don't look just nice on the screen. It looks dope in person. So you got a lot of fire shit up in here, especially from a fan of art. So
Exactly.
appreciate you allowing me to be here too.
We needed you in the building. Starting 5. Of course, we have Danielle in her superior drip wear today. It was
Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah, denim.
She's killing. We're excited for her outfit to be on the show today.
Full cowgirl mode.
And of course, a good brother over here.
Yeah.
So we all excited. Draft's coming up, man.
Yeah.
It's another unicorn again. Victor is about to change.
Handle. You just can't jump and block his shot. It's
He might.
dumb.
He might. I don't know, but he might be shooting down.
He might be.
He
just
might be-
something,
dropping it
man.
in.
Yeah.
I mean, like he's doing this, but if he wanted to be like, I'm gonna be the first player that almost
Just straightforward.
It's just
Shoots
straight.
it down in the rim.
You
that,
watch him.
cause what he's 7'11".
Yeah, like 7, damn near.
Yeah, like so.
7'12" for
If he jump,
8 foot
where he's gonna hit 9, maybe he could hit 10-2 with his
Nah,
arm in
for
the
real.
air.
How tall is he?
And he's
like
7'11".
He's like 7'5" for real.
Oh, I thought he was. Wait,
No,
no,
no.
Rudy. No, Rudy was 7. He just did he like 7'5", 7'6".
7'5". Like
I just thinking about the store.
Wingspan.
He's
That's
8 feet,
Yeah.
8 foot wingspan.
Crazy.
So now with a jump, he could have hit 10,
And he
10
got
6.
handle. He got
And
different.
that's
Yeah,
He
I
can
mean, when you watch the game, like how many times
he
you
can
seen?
shoot that.
Yeah, when you seen this year, he just tip dunked his own miss from a 3. That is
He
crazy.
shot a 3, right? Free, missed it,
It-
and went in and Hammerstein
Yeah,
ballroom.
he done it like 3 times.
No,
shooting a 3. He caught his own rebound.
he's KD,
They using that
Kyrie,
one
and
thing
Manute
and-
Bol in one person.
Kyrie's aggressive. His handle.
For
Yeah,
him.
yeah, true,
For
true,
his
true.
size,
Relative,
right.
relative.
Yeah, Manute
yeah.
Bol, Kyrie, and
Yeah.
KD.
Yeah, how you,
Yeah.
it's a horrible mix.
I'm looking forward to just like
He's Manute Bol, Kyrie. Get that out.
Scooty Henderson.
Henderson.
Henderson. Scooty
Yeah.
Henderson's a problem, man. He's 17, physically a man.
Yeah, built like
Besides Wemby, even when they played that game, Wemby, all the hype was on him, but people forget Scoot had like 28,
Yeah.
9, 8.
that's a fact.
He did it from layup, mid-range, 3 off the dribble, breaking dudes down, finding dudes with both hands.
Yeah.
Knew how to change pace. Was 6'5",
Scoot is
doing. I'm like, bro,
serious,
I don't know. The dude Wemby has to be unbelievable because literally the feel for
Scoot.
Henderson is OD.
Might be some politics there.
If you could walk us through, how was draft night for you, man?
Man, it was crazy. One thing that I remember Jay Willard told me, he was like, just enjoy it because it goes by so fast and you have so much requirements. I was the number 2 pick, so like the second I left my room, I was pretty much, it wasn't like, do you have media availability? It's like, when are y'all gonna tell them to stop type stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you have so much going on, but once you start getting back to your room and you're like getting dressed,
Yeah.
you start like checking your phone and like seeing your family and like you see
Everybody.
your suit and stuff. You're like, damn, it's surreal. You're like, this is everything I really worked for.
For
you know
life,
what I mean?
yeah.
So like the next step is just not dying. I'm like, man, I came from 4 p.m. to like 7:30. I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay out the way.
I just don't want to
I
die.
gotta get this chicken. Like, you know what I mean? Like, call it
Gotta
that.
get to the contract.
Yeah, and when you break it down, you walk into Madison Square Garden. Like, it's all blessed. You see everything you saw, on TV. You walk in, it's kind of, the garden's kind of underwhelming because, like, when you break it down, like, how it's set up, like, your whole life is about to change and they just doing it on regular, like, fold-out tables and putting, like, $3 table covers. You're like, wait, hold on. This don't feel like
This
the real
don't feel
thing,
like the
but-
real deal.
Don't feel that out.
It's
Yeah,
like
but-
a Sunday dinner at church.
Yeah, and like even though I went like number 2 and everything, like even sitting there and just waiting for your name to be called felt like an eternity.
Forever.
Yeah, and then we just go up there, R.I.P. David Stern, go shake his hand. It's just like
It's real.
it's real, but it's like once you get up, like, I got up from the table, like looking back at my family, like, yeah, I'm about to elevate.
Draft question, man. You got your hat.
Yeah.
You put it on. You shook Stern hand. Then you put your hat on. Where did the hat go? Because now I looked
Where's
at
the hat?
Because sometimes the mother want it, or your cousin Shamik want it,
Yeah.
or some people hold on and be like, I'm taking it home. It'd be scuffles at that little family table
nah.
for the hat.
Oh, what about when you get traded? You gotta get another hat.
Yeah, you already tried it on with sweat on it. And then
You're like, yo,
you got-
just traded.
Yo, you be like,
Yeah.
nah, man, you over there tripping.
My mom, she had wrestled my brother for it.
See?
Naturally.
I'm telling you.
Oh, nah,
Yeah,
that's
but that was definitely like a little argument in the house for a couple days.
I seen
But
some. I
Mom
seen it
just
get
got
heated a couple drafts.
No,
we
it's
gotta
real.
we gotta start doing that question. Where's the hat?
Where's
Where's the hat?
Yeah,
nah,
you still have it or mom have
I
it?
think my mom got everything.
She got
So,
everything,
she's
yeah.
somewhere.
for mom?
No, that's official.
Yeah.
I heard somebody left it in the press room, and now people are like, it's a real moment. You know,
Yeah.
to
Yeah, you're
find
supposed
out
to
what-
keep everything, the napkins, everything.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a
The
life
$3
yeah.
paper.
Keeping the
Yeah.
toothpicks, everything from that.
No, especially considering just getting to the draft. Like they
Yep.
only invite, or back then they only invited like the top 15. So
Yep.
when you're getting ready like to try to make it to the league, you're like, wait, so to get my real experience, I gotta like not only go first round, go top 15.
Yeah.
So you just really had to grind and like make sure the movie was right.
Make sure.
Round of applause. Woo! I'm about to go outside and dribble. IT, welcome to the compound, man. We always ask the guests, what do you think about the place and the space?
It's good energy in here. It's good energy, good fellowship, ready to talk about everything. So I'm happy to be here. I appreciate the invite for sure.
No, thank you, man. The draft's coming up, man. It's another unicorn coming.
Potential that he has, like obviously we don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah,
we don't know if he's gonna be what LeBron James was throughout his whole career. We don't know, but there's a chance he does things that we've never seen. Like we thought we wouldn't see another KD. He's way taller than KD.
Way taller.
Like he makes KD look small, and it seems like he does the same things. Like
KD.
I just think there's gonna be an adjustment period. Obviously, it's the NBA. Players you've never seen before, players you've looked up to on TV. Because I remember when I got drafted, that was like my biggest thing. Like, let me see if they move as fast as they look on TV. Like when I first got in the league, it was like, once I seen that they put on their shoes the same as me, they just as fast as me, it gave me more confidence. Like they ain't something I've never seen before. I just thought they were. So like, he's gonna come in. I think that first go around is gonna be tough for him. But once he get comfortable playing against guys he looked up to, LeBron James, KD, and those superstars, it's like if he figures it out, it's a wrap.
I mean, but he got the A team about to train him and mentor him. I mean, to get the trinity of, starting with Pop and then Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili. Like,
All of it.
That's, I don't
Boris
even.
Diaw.
Boris Diaw, that's his big homie. Like,
Yeah. It's almost like the NBA set it up. Not to
Something.
say that, but
Something.
yeah, it's like, come on.
Like he
now.
wasn't going to any of them
and
other
I feel
teams.
like it's also was so timely because the Ja thing was so current right now. So to put another young kid in a market
A
like
new face.
Houston,
Or
you know what I'm
Detroit.
saying? Yeah,
I mean, not like that.
I'm being real.
You
It was
just
like the
gotta-
league was like, no, we need him to go to San Antonio.
We need some babysitting
We need
going
him to
on.
be under Pop.
Yeah.
We know he's gonna be good.
It's gonna be
I
all
think
right.
it's in the script, basically.
I do.
Whatever
I
script
really
they're
do.
writing,
I do believe that.
somebody
The
put it
strip
in
clubs
there.
are not popping in,
Oh,
in
no,
San
no, no.
Antonio.
It's San Antonio. It's
We
like
straight.
Gonna be in your house.
That system was built
For
to
him.
develop him. Yeah,
And he's foreign too, so it's
Yeah.
like it just made sense.
It works. Who else in the draft? Anybody else you looking at, man? That's like
Man, the guy right after him is going to Scoot Henderson.
serious, man.
Oh my goodness.
I was saying that if Vic wasn't in this draft,
Oh, number one, for a young kid to even go to the G League that early,
yep,
his mind was already set.
he
on
was already
something.
focused.
Yeah, like and when I seen him on TV earlier this year, it was like, oh yeah, I'm not playing no games. I mean, that's the other one, and then I think the other guy from Alabama, I think
Brandon
his name-
Miller?
Brandon Miller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's a pro.
Yeah.
Like he played college like it was the NBA. Like when I watched his games, I'm like he got the potential to be a star in the league.
So let's rewind the tape, man. Let's go back to the IT draft. Like when you got drafted, just what is it like, man? Like that morning. Let's start from the beginning.
So look, my draft, I was the last pick in the draft, so that was the longest day of my life. So I'm gonna throw that out there. But the whole experience was everything I thought it would be. Like, other than waiting, other than not knowing where I was gonna
fate?
go.
Yeah.
But to hear the commissioner, who is the commissioner now, Adam Silver, called my name because he was doing the second round.
Yep.
Like, once my name was called, it didn't matter where I was. It didn't matter if I was the first pick or the last pick.
Yeah.
Like, my dream really came true. And it solidified all my hard work. Obviously, you have to do so much after you get drafted, but like, coming from where I come from, like to get drafted and to be 5'9", like nobody thought that was gonna happen. No matter if it was the last pick or a first round pick. So it was like, it was really a dream come true, and I always think about that to this day. Like that day changed my life. It was June 23rd, 2011.
Wow.
It was
You
like,
remember everything. As you
that's
should.
when real life really started for me.
Wow.
And it was like everything I dreamed of. Everything I dreamed of. The Sacramento Kings, I'm forever, indebted into them. Like they gave me my
First shot.
first opportunity when nobody else would. And most 60th picks don't even get invited to training camp. It was really like betting on yourself. Because I knew all that was gonna happen. But it was like, what more could I do in college? Like, my goal wasn't to be the best player in college. My goal was to make it to
But
the
you
NBA.
were a lot of the time. Pac-10
Yeah, like-
superstar.
Yeah. It's a fun question I ask and we try to ask, like connected to the draft night. Where's the cap at now? Like, you walking on stage, you shook Adam's hand, you put your hat on, and like almost seen some family brawl at the table.
let me get that.
Mom wants it. Homeboy Shamik want it. If y'all walk away from the table for pictures, if the hat on the table is gone when y'all
Look.
come back. But where's the hat now?
My mom got that. I was just at my mom's like yesterday. It's there.
Is there?
Oh,
It's in a little case.
Okay, all right.
Still there.
So yeah, she's gonna get everything first. If it go back around, the others will get theirs. But
Yeah.
everything go to her
Moms,
first, for
yeah,
sure.
That's dope, man. I talked to a lot of players. Some people be like, my cousin put it on. He was all nervous and he was sweating. And then when I got it back, the brim was nasty. But a lot of people would say they mom. But a couple players want to keep it themselves though.
No doubt. Like I definitely
Your
had it
mom
for a
is
minute.
like keeping it for
I had it.
yourself, though.
Yeah, I had it for a minute, but it was like, I remember that. I remember putting the hat on. I remember the next day being in Sacramento and doing the picture of your jersey. Like I used to go on NBA.com as a kid and just look at pictures of guys, with their jersey
holding up.
Wow.
after the draft. So like that moment, I remember that like it was yesterday. It was like, dang, I really got an NBA jersey. That's crazy. If I didn't bet on myself, I wouldn't even be where I'm at chopping it up with y'all. Like I wouldn't even been able to be in the NBA 11 years. Like I wouldn't, nothing would have came close to anything that I've done or accomplished in my life if I didn't bet on myself. And it starts with, I believe in myself more than anybody can possibly believe in themselves. And I still do.
Let's make a round of applause for our team.
DraftKings presents the starting five live from the compound.